Welcome back. This time today, I decided to take a look at a new film I've not seen. We are taking a look at the Facebook killer film, Unfriended. Wow, was this awful. This is what I call hot garbage. This, to me, is the worst experience I've ever had in any movie. It is super bad. It has an idea in pen and paper, but ultimately it's just one giant turd. The film's basically set around the whole social media idea. The idea of a film that, to be honest, is just garbage. And you think the people who made The Purge would make it. The main problem I have with it is just it's boring. The whole time, you're going to keep looking at the computer screen, you're going to keep hearing beeps, and throughout the whole film, you're just going to see people chatting. I almost shut this off because I already knew it was just bad beyond bad. The trailers were bad. I was not expecting to see good, but I was expecting this to be awful. Wow. This is just bad. It's just, it's one giant turd after another. You're going to have to, if you're a minor, I'm going to rant about this film. So don't watch if you don't want to hear a lot of cursing. But this film was hot shit garbage. Wow. This movie, to be honest, just was not entertaining. It's just really, 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 really bad. It's not good. I'm going to put this down because I can't handle this movie. It was so predictable. I already knew. I called it before the credits happened. That is not a good sign when you call it. The problem was, everybody was killing themselves. There's nothing good about this film. It's awful. And it almost made me pull my hair. Half the time, they just do some crazy stuff. It is really, really bad. I mean, the characters are bland. This was awful. I was so irritated this film, I almost wanted to take the disc out, crack the disc, tear the case, cut out the paper, and trash it, nuke it. There is nothing redeemable about this film. I kept looking at the computer screen, I'm like, sitting there, I'm like, really? There's nothing good about this film. So, yeah. I can't really say anything about it. I can excuse Tom Cruise's Mummy, but at least I can watch that. I can excuse Contraband, which was the first movie I started off for Not Quite Universal. I excuse that, but I was entertained. At least that movie was gold compared to that turd. Bates Motel I can excuse, but at least I was enjoying that. This, I was not. This was so bad. There is nothing redeemable about this film. Big time. Oh, there's no digital copy, so yeah. By the way, this is bare bones. There is nothing good. In fact, the back, I'm just going to kind of ramble on. The back of these Blu-rays are all good movies. All these movies right here that they're promoted on Blu-ray are good movies. And I will eventually get around to reviewing 2 of these movies. You'll just have to find out. Closer to April, I'm going to review, I've added Dawn of the Dead and then Helsing to April, so you can see those. Those movies are at least enjoyable. So my verdict is to stay away from this turd unless you really want to torture yourself. There is a sequel, but I'm not going to suffer through the sequel, so avoid that turd and never watch it again. I will never watch another film. If we're going to get a film, let me pick that back up. If we're going to get a film that, yeah, I'm going to spoil it right there. And if you want to put thumbs down, I think this is gold, comment back and tell me why. But I'm just going to spoil it right here. All 4 of them die. All 4 of these characters die every second. I thought, okay, the Universal logo glitching. Awesome. That's kind of cool. I'll give it that. But at least an old Universal film on a newer film, a new film with the old Universal logo is much better than a turd like this. Wow, was this bad? Blumhouse has made good films. This, right up here with Green Inferno, are the two worst Blumhouse movies I've ever watched. I can handle a film like The Purge. I can handle Election Year. That film's freaking great compared to that. This right here was just a steaming pile of shit. How was this even made? How did they fund this film? The cast isn't well known, and for good reasons, because all they do in the whole film, oh, I mentioned this, they keep ranting. I'm sitting there. Half the time they're minimizing, half the time a guy's like doing this the whole time. It's like it makes no sense. This guy right here, he does this while clicking. I was surprised Facebook didn't caught up on there because they don't have Facebook.com in it. But for some reason, Google is in it. And I knew, I called it the end. They were going to shut down the computer, and that was it. There's nothing redeemable. Why am I talking about this film? Why did I sit through this? I should have picked a different movie. I should have picked one that at least I can enjoy. This was awful. Avoid that turd at all costs. If I see another film like this, I will never watch it. If Universal keeps pumping out crap like this, I will never watch another movie. If Blumhouse keeps making movies like this, I will never watch it. I warn Blumhouse so bad. Producers, the people who work at Blumhouse, please make a better movie than this. And hopefully the next movie I pick will at least be better than that turd. Hot shit garbage. That's it. Thanks for watching my review. If you disagree with what I said, please comment back. If you like it, good. You think it's good? You think it's bad? I don't care. We judge movies on our own. If you want to comment back and tell me what I missed, because I didn't get anything of it. So, yeah, that's it. I'm rambling. Take care, guys. See you in the next review.